Hello, everybody, and welcome to the IWC Radio Thanksgiving show, where we're going to be reviewing Full Gear and predicting Survivor Series this Sunday, which honestly kind of caught me by surprise, if I'm being legit here. Joining me this evening, Chucks and Will. Beans, who said he was going to be here this week, is not here this week. How you guys doing?
No. All good, all good. Someone said Beans is the fourth member of the Raw Survivor Series team.
I was gonna make a mention. I wonder if we had to redo the intro possibly because of all the cut talent.
Cuts.
Yeah.
Nobody left.
I
don't know
know
if anyone's still playing Supercard. It's a good game, but they've just started season 8 this week. And,
oh dear.
On Wednesday this week, and already all of the new cards. There's 6 new cards that have to be cut.
Jesus.
They just released them on Wednesday.
Nice.
Obviously, they didn't get any heads up about who's going.
Apparently not.
Yeah, so these come out of nowhere, didn't they? These latest, well, they always do, don't they? But
I mean, they do, but maybe we should start expecting it. It seems to be every month or so, doesn't it? It's kind of regular now.
Right before the holidays too, which is pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit shitty if you're obviously on their side, but yeah, and I think you might have a point there, because I think even Tony Khan said it's like signing a contract with WWE now is like a temporary deal.
Yeah.
You don't, you used to maybe think you were there for a long time, but
Independent contractors, pal.
well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, but also no.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's a bad situation all around. And does anyone want to go there now? Is that anyone's dream now? Once you're already broken into the business, once you've done your training and you've worked a few shows and you know what the business is about, does anyone still want to go there now?
Probably until Vince is gone and out of the picture.
And even then, I'd have to give it a couple of years to see what happens.
Yeah.
But then I think there's still that, I want to say mystique. That's probably the wrong word, but you know what I mean. It's
prestige of it. It's still
prestige, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still got that, look, I'm a WWE superstar.
I just don't know if it really means anything anymore. Like even 5 or 10 years ago. But now the show itself is bad. No one's treated very well outside of a handful. If you're not, Reigns or Orton or Charlotte or maybe Becky, nothing's guaranteed. You could be in and out. And I don't know, there just seems to be alternatives now.
Oh yeah, probably now more than ever. There's obviously one big alternative.
There's one big alternative.
Yeah, I think
like even if you do make it and you're Braun Strowman or Daniel Bryan or something, you could be gone. You main event WrestleMania and then you're never seen again.
But then again, there is that, like you say, prestige. Even if you are only there for a while, but you get the main event of WrestleMania. Obviously not everyone's going to get that, but you get to appear at WrestleMania, or you get to appear at one of the big shows.
Yeah.
You get to say that you've done that, and
you get to say that you've done that. I guess that is something. Although I don't know. WrestleMania is a 2-night show now, so even having the main event of WrestleMania is half as big as it used to be.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And do I want to give 5 years of my career or however long it would be to do the NXT training?
Jeez.
And then maybe end up being liked enough to get that push, and then lose to Roman at WrestleMania and fire. I'll bother. I'll just go to Japan instead.
Yeah.
I mean, that's. You
Well,
pretty much said it. Yeah.
I don't know how long that prestige is going to last. The way they're going.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's definitely losing its shine, isn't it? Yeah. And then did you see the video this week? Came out of the literally came out like hours after the news of the releases of the McMahon's tour and the new headquarters.
No.
I found that quite funny. So literally hours after they've released a load of new stuff, and Vince McMahon's walking around just deciding where he wants his new gym. So yeah, they've got history. You know, they make one bit of news and then totally go against it with something else.
I'm trying to find it here.
So,
yeah, here it is.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
With this hat on. Triple H is behind him as well, which is the first time we've seen Triple H since his heart thing he had a few months ago. But he looked okay from the distance of the camera.
They look like they're wearing British hats on. I know they're supposed to be
I was gonna say the hats look really high. They all look so small, like they're just balanced on the top of their heads.
Yeah, they're a bit
I like that Vince is like, hey guys.
He said hello. No one else does.
I was surprised he wasn't like, you're fired.
You're fired.
Anyway. But yeah. That was hours before they released people?
A few hours a day at the most. It wasn't long.
Wow.
And, you know, they're still claiming budget cuts. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Reminds me of this old comic from like 8 years ago now. Wow. They were building the performance center. Just throw that up on screen of the construction taking too long, and then Triple H saying, "Well, that's because you have to use a sledgehammer this way with your hand over the edge."
Classic botch spot.
Yeah.
Oh. You want to make it as best, you gotta play by our rules. That's great. That's great.
Someone put a big list of before that came out. Actually, before the video came up, there was a list of everyone who's left WWE for whatever reason since Triple H has been out of action.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've got to try and find it if you can, but it's quite eye-opening when you look at who's gone.
Well, I saw someone had done like a roster page, kind of like the Royal Rumble graphic with all the faces of everyone who's gone this year.
Yeah.
It's a half decent roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's actually in the same one. But yeah, it's yeah, it's you just gotta think there's a bigger picture, or they must think there's a bigger picture, but
no, it's just Nick Khan's an idiot.
There is that option as well. Yeah.
Vince McMahon's an idiot.
Fair enough.
There's idiocy going on, unchecked, for sure.
I don't know if you can call. I mean, obviously he does stupid things. I don't. Given what he's done over the years, I'm going back since right back at the beginning of the company, really. Given what he's been behind, I don't think you can call him an idiot. But at the same time, you look at things that are being done now.
He's an idiot now. He's been an idiot for the last 20 years. But even their biggest successes over the years have been when his hand's been forced. He was nearly out of business in the mid-90s when he eventually had to concede that the Attitude thing was the way to go. He didn't want to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
He had the foresight to take the thing national. That was obviously a great idea. And he's had foresight with things like the network. That was obviously the way that TV's going. He got on ahead of the curve on that one. But even when that first big boom around the WrestleMania thing, he had just taken everyone else's top talent. He just bought out all of the top guys. They weren't his. And then he bought everyone else's TV. It's just, I don't. Good businessman. I don't know that he's the I don't know how to say that. He's not the wrestling visionary. He's not the. It seems like he's not a wrestling fan. He's a businessman.
No, I think he was a
see where
wrestling
wrestling's going in the future. He just knows what to do now to make the most money right now.
Yeah. I think obviously he was a wrestling fan at some point, but yeah, I think, as you said, maybe the last 20 years, it's kind of, he's not in that, he doesn't see himself in that game anymore. It's a bit weird.
He does, that is one of his phrases, isn't it? He's not in the pro wrestling business, he's in the sports entertainment business.
Yeah, I think the next 5 years is going to be very interesting to see what actually happens.
There's going to be a point soon where he's fired everyone, and he has to start firing all of the guys that are replacing the ones that he's fired. Right?
Yeah.
He has to call up a load of NXT people and then just fire them as well.
I mean, that's kind of what he did with Hit Row.
Yeah, you're right. It's already happening.
Yeah. Which
There's a bit of
that's awful.
It's true.
Bit of a conspiracy around that. We heard about the contract because they were on a 30-day release contract on NXT. And then one of the rumor is that they were brought up to the main roster to activate the main roster contract, which is the 90-day release clause.
Yeah.
And then released. So they were brought up to be released, but only for the fact they could extend the contract, extend the no compete clause.
I have not heard that. That's weird.
That's quite shitty if you think about it. But
I don't know why you just wouldn't, just get rid of them instead of just going through the whole motions of like, okay, here you go, and then now you're fired.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
I didn't realize NXT people would add the shorter no compete clauses. That's only come out quite recently, so yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how you can legally apply a no compete clause, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, well, they must have some weird way of wording it if they're putting it in there.
Well,
no one's ever broke it, have they, really? As far as I know.
Some have refused it, because I think it isn't the deal that you get paid your downside for that 90 days, or you can choose to not get paid and then work anyway.
That's what I've heard.
I think it was Adam Cole. Is it Adam Cole that did that, or someone recently did that?
Malachi Black.
Malachi Black did that, that's right. Yeah, Cole's contract was over.
Scarlett also
yeah,
has Black the 30 days as well. I'm not sure about anybody else after that, but that is an option apparently.
Yeah, so I'm guessing people aren't trying to get out of that no compete because they get money. Still good money.
Yeah, you might as well get that last paycheck before,
Yeah.
It's
so
weird.
Is there anyone of this last lot that is going to get picked up?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, you've got AEW, but AEW is loaded with a bunch of talent. There's Impact.
But they're going to have to have Keith Lee, aren't they?
You think AEW might get Keith Lee?
I don't see how they could not.
Does Morrison go back to Impact, maybe?
Johnny Impact.
Yeah, Johnny Impact.
Let me see the names here. Hold on, let me look up the list. I was trying to find a graphic of Well, that's the list, but I was trying to find a graphic of like just like how harrowing it is of like of all the talent cut so far to date.
I was reading the story before. Apparently, the guy from Hit Row, Top Dollar.
That's a great wrestling name.
Great name. He said that last week they were at the headquarters, talking about the game and action figures.
Yeah.
And recording stuff for the DLC for the game.
Oh jeez.
That was last week, and then just shows you things can change in literally days.
Yeah. Ashante Adonis, Drake Maverick, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Jackson Riker, good.
Shane Thorne,
John Morrison, Tegan Knox, Top Dollar. Did Drake Maverick not cry for his job this time?
He done quite a good video actually. You need to have a get his Twitter.
Oh God.
It's pretty good actually, to be fair to him.
Let's take a look here. One from 2 days ago.
He's starts off the way he did the last video.
Let's take a look here. Hold on,
but then you see him talking to himself as like a third person kind of thing.
Oh God, it's 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's quite long.
Let's just skim through it here. Oh! I see.
Yeah, it's quite clever. I'm guessing they must have known that the release was coming because it looks quite heavily produced.
It really does, yeah.
Know, it doesn't look like it would take that long to put together, though. Yeah, it's clearly all done on a phone. He's just done that. It's not like the Malachi Black one. That was pretty cinematic in there.
Yeah, it does start off like the previous one where he's just sitting in a room and it's like, oh, and he's like talking to himself and things like that, as you mentioned.
The guy obviously it's him talking to him, but he's saying that you can't do this again. You need to stand up for yourself, and you are a success. You know, you made it, and you're still gonna get booked. Yeah. Last scene there, he's getting washed, and he
just takes the shirt off. Yeah,
takes the shirt off. Then he gets a phone call, and then he don't know the phone call's off. So
it's Tony Khan.
Tony Khan.
No, EC3 maybe.
Triple H.
It's EC3 telling him to control his narrative. That'd be great.
It's Triple H. Listen, I know we released you, but
yeah, well, come on back.
What if?
It was another mistake. John Laryngitis must be like, sorry, kid. People power. Yeah, I don't know how long this is going to keep happening. I mean, I don't know if anybody does, but it's unnecessary, and you can't cite budget cuts when you're putting over profits.
You say you don't know how long it's going to keep happening, but I mean, genuine question: who's left apart from the big names? You know,
I'm sure we could find a few.
I mean, yeah, there probably are, but at the same time, because you all know. I mean, we were laughing the other day. I mean, there's like 37 people on the SmackDown roster.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, it's probably less now after this week. So it's got to get to a point where they've got to think, hang on, we need people to actually be on the shows. We need wrestlers.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's a strange situation. How much budget do they need to cut? What are they saving for?
I don't think they're selling. I don't think they're selling the company off as much as everybody wants to assume that. I genuinely think Nick Khan is an idiot.
But you really think that this comes from Nick Khan then? It's his idea.
He's the one that's crunching the numbers. If it's a budget thing.
But do you think then that if Nick Khan said we need to cut Randy Orton to save budget because he's one of the top earners.
Yeah.
Do you think that no one would step in at that point?
No. No.
You don't think Vince McMahon would say, "Hang on,
No.
wait a minute there,
Yeah.
pal"?
No. No.
Really?
Absolutely
I
not.
think Vince
No.
is more involved than apparently you do. I guess.
I mean, who's to say if Nick Khan's like, hey, Randy Orton's got to go. He's got like a bloated contract here, and he would say to Vince like, hey, we got to make these next round of releases to save whatever money we need, which is just stupid. But if that's what he needs to do, then I would assume Vince would be like, okay, pal.
I don't see it. I think there's I'm surprised at some of the cuts so far. I would have thought Vince would have been a bigger fan of like Braun Strowman and a few others, but there's nothing that surprising. But I feel like there's a line that Vince wouldn't cross. Like he values certain guys too much.
I don't know about that. About a line he wouldn't cross.
the phrasing of that, might not be right. But, in terms of who is expendable, I think there are certain people that he thinks are too valuable and he would never let go.
John Cena and that's it.
John Cena, well, he's already gone. Nothing you can do about that one.
I don't know. Oh, sorry, I'm just downloading something real quick here. Get to hear me type for a moment.
Yeah.
I'd
agree with. Well, if not him, you think maybe Triple H or someone to say, hang on, we need him. Okay.
Surely Vince has the final say of all of these decisions.
Well, yeah.
It's his idea. We need to cut costs for whatever reason. That's a Vince call. And then before any of these people get let go, he has to say, yeah, fine, let's cut this guy.
Yeah.
Goddamn, pal, what's on top dollar?
Yeah, top dollar. He never drew. So, it used to be that it was Laurinaitis or it was JR and it was JJ Dillon at one point that actually did all of the firings and they get the heat for it. And now it's Tony Khan doing that. But Vince is behind it. Vince is the man.
Oh, Nick Khan.
Yeah, don't make sure be Khan.
I was going to say Tony Khan.
Yeah.
The other one. They're definitely brothers. They're working together.
Yeah.
That'd be the greatest twist.
Russo was right the whole time, kinda.
Ugh. He's awful. Bro, I swear to God. Should we get into the predictions now? Or the review? And then
let's get into to both sets of predictions.
Alright.
So, I totally forgot. It was Full Gear, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not one before. So Full Gear kicked off with a random women's tag match.
Yeah, we were on the air.
We were on the show last week.
Yeah, we're still on, maybe.
Yeah. So we already know the result for that one. Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa won. They beat Jamie Hayter and Nyla Rose. So that is points for all of us, not for Beans. That's what he gets for not watching the shows. Then the main card opened up with MJF beating Darby Allin.
Which, you were the other one. Yeah.
I was the one. MJF promised he would beat Darby with a headlock takeover, and he did.
I was not expecting him to win with a headlock of all things. And Darby was kind of a goof, being distracted and not being able to overcome the head games that MJF has been applying this entire feud.
Yeah.
So.
And then he didn't seem too bummed out about it on Dynamite either.
Well, that's because he got interrupted by the guns.
Yeah.
So.
That was it. We're just moving on.
Yeah.
Darby got beat. Now he's working Billy Gunn.
God.
Awesome. So yeah, big things for MJF. He's on the way up. Tag titles on the line. I think we all had the Lucha Bros. Yeah, Lucha Bros beat FTR.
Yeah, that finish was stupid.
The finish was really stupid with the masks.
Yeah.
They were trying to do the switch, I guess, the bit of twin magic.
Yeah, but they're not twins.
Well, they are with masks on. They look identical with masks on, apparently.
I disagree.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Considering one has like a tattoo. Yeah, that as well.
I guess they thought with masks on they would be indistinguishable, and it turns out they were, because the referee didn't realize it was the illegal man in the ring, and they got beat. Well, hoisted by their own petard there.
Huh.
Bad move. Slipping on their own banana skin. Points for us though, so that's all good. Tournament final for the future #1 contendership. Bryan Danielson beats Miro by technical submission. What am I forgetting?
I can't remember much about this, for to be honest with you.
Remember it being technical.
It was hard hitting, I remember that.
Oh god, yeah. It was.
And supposedly this is the first win Bryan's gotten over Miro in his entire career.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, now I have to look that up.
Excalibur.
I don't actually remember ever seeing that.
Yeah, Excalibur made a mention of that.
Opponents and partners. Let's see what we got on Pro Fight DB. Miro. Where's Miro? There he is. They have had one other match before. On November 8th, 2018, on SmackDown, Rusev pinned Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
But other than that, Bryan has beaten him in 4 tag team matches. And then, yeah, this one. Great stat. Cheers, Excalibur.
It wasn't wrong.
But that's it. Danielson wins. He is the new #1 contender, and we'll get points because that's the way it had to be.
Yeah.
Then we had the Falls Count Anywhere 6-man tag. Bunch of stuff happened. They rolled all over the place. There was chairs involved. You can tell I don't have any notes.
I didn't hear any paper rustling either.
No, I've got nothing here. But it ended. I definitely remember it ended with Jungle Boy hitting the concerto. There was a point earlier in the match where he was offered the concerto but didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
But by the end of the match, he wanted to take the concerto away from Christian. Allow me. He ended up crushing Adam Cole's head for the win, which means we all drop a point.
Yeah, no
we
points
all
for
had
us.
the Super Click win in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Bad night for them.
Oh.
Good things, big things coming for Jungle Boy. You think he's going anywhere soon?
Hard to say. I mean, he is the first male competitor to get up to like 50 or 60 wins or whatever it is overall.
Yeah, he was the first to 50. I think it is now 60. He got
Yeah.
there. trophy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, it's supposedly one of the 4 pillows, as JR mentioned, of the company.
Say pillows?
He said pillows, yeah.
Awesome.
A couple people.
Oh,
I was like,
pillows.
yeah.
That's so JR.
It's just a JR thing to say.
Yeah, I don't mind the guy. He seems like a nice dude. He's going out with Anna Jay. I mean, that's always a plus.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, hopefully there's bigger and better things in store. Sure.
It feels like a big win, hitting Adam Cole. That's big. And then on Dynamite,
Baby.
he was just and Baby. He just did a little promo backstage with Luchasaurus and Christian, and it seemed like that 3-man unit is just gonna carry on doing their thing. Kind of maybe a missed opportunity here.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? We will see. So that was the 6-man. Then we had the 10-man street fight
God.
with the Inner Circle beating America's Top Team in the Men of the Year. Could have gone either way this one, but Smoot, Will, you both got a point for the Inner Circle. Me and Beans missed out there.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's just on my paper. That was later on. Oops. Oh well. We'll go there anyway. Any thoughts on this one? Dan Lambert, I guess.
There was what was his name? Baron Von.
Corbin.
No, not Baron Corbin.
Baron Von Raschke with the.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
This was a street fight, right?
It was a street fight
In Minneapolis, of all places.
in Minneapolis.
Why the fuck were there tags?
Good point.
Okay, so street fight means no DQ.
Yeah.
So that does mean that you could illegally get involved and not be disqualified for it. But you still need to tag because only the legal man can pin the other legal man. I think that makes sense.
It does not.
It's not a great answer, I give you.
It does not.
That's the only reason I can imagine that tags would still.
It's like being counted out in a no disqualification match.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything gonna happen now with Junior Dos Santos, Arlovsky? You know, we're gonna see another awkward pro wrestler versus MMA guy match. They never seem to.
I mean, it's up in the air, I would guess. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the end of them. And where the hell is Paige Van Zandt, by the way?
No idea. Taking selfies.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's a rematch down the line where Men of the Year get their win back or something. I don't know. But I don't think this is over quite yet between the two groups, and that's unfortunate because I'm kind of over the Inner Circle being a stable.
Really?
Yes.
What?
I think Jericho just kind of overshadows the other guys. I mean, Sammy Guevara's got he's got the TNT Championship right now, and that's great and all. But like, what about Santana and Ortiz? When's the last time you saw Jake Hager in a match? Their feud with the Pinnacle, which also for a while I forgot was a thing, seems to have kind of just gone untouched.
They've just gone their separate ways now, haven't they?
Yeah.
the FTR are just not involved with them anymore. Yeah. Yeah, another one. I guess we'll see. This could go anywhere. I got a feeling they're kind of moving on. It seemed like this was it for the top team. They were in to
Maybe
get some heat. They got beat. We don't need to see them anymore. Which is almost a shame because Dan Lambert was so damn good. All right, let's go back in time. So we had Christian Cage in the show. We had the Falls Count Anywhere, and then it was Cody Rhodes and Pac beating Malachi Black and Andrade El Idolo. Which apparently you have to say Andrade El Idolo every time. You can't just call him Andrade.
yeah.
That's a rule.
It was also after this match that Cody Rhodes deleted his Twitter.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh man.
What's his problem with Twitter?
He's not Martin Luther King Jr. apparently, and he figures if he
Easy
goes,
mistake to make though. I mean.
yeah,
Well, yeah.
and he figures if he goes to Instagram, there's less people being snippy at him. Which I've got news for him.
I'm not convinced now. Could it be, and maybe I'm just being a boomer here, but could a potential answer to this problem be maybe just don't use Twitter? Or at least don't check it so often. Maybe you need it for business reasons and you throw up some promotion stuff, but do you need to read all the replies and the comments and stuff?
Depends. It depends. If you're trying to get feedback on stuff, and, wrestling's all about feedback.
Sure, but it seems like he can't really accept the feedback. He's got a
Right.
big problem with it, and now he's
Right.
closed his account completely so that he can no longer get feedback.
Exactly. Exactly.
I feel like maybe just stop checking it.
Bingo. That's one solution. I do agree.
Huh.
But I don't know.
So now he's on Instagram and he hasn't posted anything.
But he's followed by All Elite Wrestling. Look at that.
Yeah. And he's following 3. Can you see who he's following?
Oh, sure.
I'm guessing it's going to be Brandy and All Elite.
Randy
Orton.
Orton.
Wait, that's not real.
That can't be real.
Ariana Grande is so perfect. That's not.
That's kind of
Can't be
funny.
him.
That's kind of
That's
funny,
not
actually.
Cody Rhodes.
Randy Orton.
So that's a fake Cody Rhodes, who the real All Elite Wrestling is following.
Yeah. That's pretty
Wow.
funny. All American. Oh, what a joke. Now this looks like a phony baloney account. Look at this here.
American Nightmare Cody.
Look at this. He's got comic stuff here. Yeah, this is a fan account. This is clearly look. There's a dog that's dressed up. Look, they even got a screen cap from the show of Roads to the Top. Yeah, this is a fan account. This is a fan run account. I think the other one's real.
Oh, there's a Stardust at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's
It's got
he
it.
wouldn't be
Yeah.
posting that.
Yeah, come on. This is a fan run account. Straight up.
So what's his real account then?
I don't know. I just want to see
Could
real
it
quick
be?
if there's like people yelling at him. I almost want to put here. Adorable dogs almost makes me forget how much you're trying to be a modern day Martin Luther King. Yeah, I'm not gonna post that. I'm not gonna post that. But I mean, judging from the replies here, maybe people will forget. I don't know. Or they're not that invested into Instagram because they don't want to be part of the metaverse. You know?
God, yeah.
Death Square.
Where's that one? Follow him.
I think this one is the real one. That's American Nightmare Cody.
It is. I was being facetious.
But it looks like a fan account. Like, you're being facetious, but you weren't wrong. Like,
I know. I'm right. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, turn heel. You're not John Cena. You get a like.
There you go. You're not John Cena.
What happened to your Twitter account? There was too much negativity on there, and so he deactivated it. He talked about it in a review a while back and just silently deleted it, I believe, this week. What's wrong with our check? From Amanda Huber. Oh.
Well, that's Cody.
Anyway.
So he won. He won his match. He and the Bastard Pack.
Yeah, the Bastards.
The Black Idolos. So that's a point for Will.
Sure is.
Team Bastard.
Team Bastards.
Bastards for the win. Then Britt Baker beat Ty Conti. I think this was a given.
Yeah.
But it was better than I was expecting. Give credit to Ty Conti here. Would have said she wasn't ready, but turned out she was more ready than I thought.
And Tony Khan does not get enough credit for how bad the women's division is currently booked.
He should get a lot more credit.
He needs to get more credit.
Yeah.
And he pays them, by the way.
Yes.
It does.
Yes.
Should get credit for that. Direct points all round, all for Britt Baker. Then CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. So I looked up all the stuff before this match.
This was bullshit.
This was. I really enjoyed the build-up. I had to watch a couple of episodes of Rampage to see what had happened. Very short build-up, but there was that in-ring back and forth where Punk almost kind of hinted a bit of a heel. You know, he said a few things that he didn't really need to say. Called him a bum.
That was great.
Eddie didn't take kindly to that. So that was it. And then Kingston opened this match with the Huracan, his finish. Then it all got a bit bloody. Why was this bullshit?
Because, Punk came out in fight shorts, and, when they were briefly in the ring together, it made it look like Punk was upset because Eddie Kingston stole his pants. And Kingston was just, assaulting him crazy out of the gate with that spinning back fist. And I just think it would have been Kingston's time, just considering after that heartfelt post that he made about depression and everything. Like, it was just... in my opinion, I think the wrong guy won. And it sucks because it's CM Punk being the one guy that won. But again, maybe they're building Punk up to be some sort of contender for the title.
I think they are. They have to be. Or at least, someone of note. So, a top-level guy. Maybe not for the title just yet, but... Apparently he's got MJF next, that's what it looks like.
MJF won against Darby, so he gets to face CM Punk, where Darby gets to face Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
The Table of Japan on Twitter said, if you don't believe that wins and losses in AEW matter, then I don't know what will.
It's true. The winners are going up and the losers are going down. You see that right there. But I see what you mean. It would have been nice for Kingston to get a win. He doesn't win a whole lot. Although he did say going in that he's not going into this match to win. He just wants to fight. He doesn't care about the win. So, just as well, I guess. His time will come, maybe, hopefully. So point for me and point for Beans for the Punk win. That's the way that goes. Then we had the 10-man tag. We've already gone through that, which leaves us with just the main event, where again me and Beans went for Adam Page. You guys went for Kenny Omega. This was the time. It was Page's day.
Well, again, I thought they were going to go for Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, but then when Danielson came out on Dynamite this week and it was just basically a heel,
Yeah.
leave it to Virginia to boo the people who like to work.
Yeah.
That was great. Yeah, that's an interesting dynamic because now I don't mind seeing a heel Bryan Danielson going against, recovering alcoholic Adam Page.
The Hangman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I think it needed to happen, even if it doesn't last long and he turns back.
I didn't even consider Danielson being a heel. So it worked though. So yeah, there's also a bigger story here about the Bucks not wanting to help out Kenny Omega, which has kind of gone to the wayside. So
Yeah, I thought they were gonna expand on that a bit more, but they did not mention it, have they?
yeah, Tony Khan doesn't get enough credit for bad storytelling on his programs, in my opinion.
He needs credit for that.
So
And he paid
Kenny
him as well.
Kenny Omega's got a bad, shoulder or something? He's going to take some time off?
I have
I'm
no
not sure
idea.
what it is, but he had his own surgery. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess they'll come back to the Danielson thing whenever he's back. So that's it. This was a good match, a good show. There was a lot of wrestling on the show. I saw, who was it? Was it Dynamite Dave? I think probably saying this is one of the best kind of in-ring pay-per-views that there's ever been.
Well,
He may be right.
That's
It was all very good.
That's because he's on the payroll.
He's on the payroll. Did you hear that story about Baron von Raschke?
No, what about it?
Dave and Brian Alvarez were doing their recap, and they got to that point with the claw, and Brian kind of glossed over it, and Dave said, "Aren't you going to tell them about, And Brian said, No, don't need to get that." Dave went, "Oh, you should. I mean, if I was involved in setting this kind of thing up, I would tell everyone about it."
Ha!
So, it's not confirmed, I guess, but it's all but confirmed that it was Brian Alvarez who put AEW in touch with the Baron. At least that's what it sounds like. So yeah, payroll. doesn't help the rumors at all.
That's
Yeah, good show. I felt it was a bit kind of. I can never really complain that a pay-per-view is wrestling heavy, but it would have been nice to watch this in 2 sittings. I think it did get a bit kind of. Here we go again, more wrestling.
Yeah, I feel that sometimes.
I kind of did watch it in 2 sittings, so I kind of know what you mean.
Okay, so good show. I would give it a high rating. Let's say an 8 out of 10. There is room for improvement, a little variation. I was expecting a more surprise debut maybe or something. But it's fine.
8 out of 10 though?
Sure.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, because I can't really fault it. There's nothing went really badly wrong.
Yeah.
And yet it wasn't like it wasn't the best show I've ever seen. I feel like 7 is too average, A good show gets 7.
No. No, I can see where you're coming from.
Why? What would you say?
I'd probably say 7. Yeah.
7, yeah, okay. Yeah, I would settle for a 7, 7.5. 7.5 is good. Speaking of which, let's give some scores out of 10. 10 matches predicted here. Smoot and Beans, you both hit that 50% mark. 5 out of 10. It's not bad.
It is bad.
Yeah, all right.
For an AEW show, that's bad.
This was a hard to predict show.
Yeah, well,
Usually they're a lot easier because they book sensibly, and what you think should happen is what happens. This one was much more difficult. Will ahead on 6, and then I managed a 7. Solid 7 out of 10. Which means overall, 30 matches predicted, 10 on each show. They've got a formula. And it's the same again. Smooth Beans, 20 out of 30. Will, 1 ahead, 21. I'm actually just pulling away now, 23 out of 30. But still well within catching distance. Is it just the one show left for the AEW
Revolution,
calendar?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They only do 4 packs.
When's that?
Probably in February.
It's quite early in the year.
Yeah.
Revolution. It
Interesting.
doesn't say, yeah, just 2022. Cool. So, any AEW news you want to get into, or do we jump straight into Survivor Series?
I don't know if there's any news or noteworthy things and things like that.
I've not seen much about it now.
All right.
Tony Khan did say you have job security in AEW. There's that.
Yeah.
He had job security.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, his job's pretty safe, yeah.
He's not going to release himself, is he?
Not yet.
Well, we'll see how the budget goes. I want to give Tony Khan credit before we move on. For sending his women down to AAA or whatever.
So the NWA is all women.
Oh, the NWA.
Yeah.
And paying.
And paying.
I want to give him credit for the pizza I had before.
What pizza did you have before?
It's just a normal pepperoni.
Ah.
He didn't pay for it, though I paid for it.
Oh, man. This guy. What's the point of being a billionaire?
Well, exactly.
Buy a man a pizza occasionally.
Might tweet him later. Any chance you can buy this pizza for me?
Oi, DK, what are you playing at? I bought my own pizza today.
Fulham won as well, he'd be in a good mood.
Did they?
They did, yeah. They're doing quite well, actually, Fulham.
Oh, he deserves credit for that too.
He does. Yeah, he generally does, actually.
At the top of the table, no way.
Yeah. I'll be back in the big time next year.
Maybe. Who did they beat today?
Didn't they win like 8-0 or something the other day?
It's fun. No, they beat Barnsley 4-1.
Surely, there's Blackburn, surely battered Blackburn like 6 or 7-0 or something.
Possible.
May I just made that up? Yeah.
They 7-0
Yep.
against Blackburn. You are right.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, championship on the 3rd, 7-0. Blackburn had a man sent off in the 30th minute after that. So they were already 2-0 up.
Tony Khan's Fulham.
Tony Khan's Fulham. Gonna host Revolution next year or whatever. Host a
Yeah.
pay-per-view.
Craven Cottage.
I'd love to see it. Just
I think he'll do it, you know. I think it'll happen. I think he said he wants to. So. It would make a lot of sense as well. I mean, you know, you're not going to pay for the venue, are they? So.
no, it makes sense. It's in London. It's easy enough to get to.
Mm-hmm.
I might even try and make it.
I was thinking that myself. Yeah, I might have a little trip down south.
That's how we say it.
That's how we say it. Chef. S-A-A-F. Chef.
There's only one word for it. I'm going to spell it out. SAWF. All right, Survivor Series. It's that time of the year again.
It's the one night of the year with Raw and SmackDown competing head-to-head competition.
Yep.
Is that it?
It's that night. No other nights quite like it. Apparently, all of these matches were announced on like Twitter in midweek or something, weren't they? Was it on
something like that.
Saturday?
Well, they were there, but then they kind of changed everything the week after on the actual TV shows. So it's almost as if someone shouldn't have done that.
Vince is gonna Vince. He's gonna change
Yeah.
plans. That's the way it goes.
Okay.
So we have a battle royal, the one night of the year where 25 men battle it out to I don't know.
For The Rock.
themselves. Yeah, for the Rock, exactly. They want to
The
do it for
winner.
the Rock, do it for the people.
The winner will win the Rock.
Is there even a Rock statue? A cheese statue of the Rock?
There might be. You never know. Sure, but
Dwayne Johnson Invitational Battle Royal. I've been watching a lot of Rock films lately.
Oh yeah.
I watched Jumanji 2. It was okay. I watched that Red Notice with him and Deadpool and Wonder
I
Woman.
keep meaning to watch that and something pops up. Never
It
get
was
around to
okay. Again. And then today I watched Jungle Cruise. And,
That's
it was
apparently really good, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not very. It's not really good.
Oh, right,
It's,
okay.
it's fine.
Yeah, someone told me it was really good, but the clearly lies.
Yeah, it was okay.
I've seen The Rock and the guy you love, James Corden.
James
Oh
Gunn.
God. That's a lie.
He was on his show. He was on his show promoting Red Notice, and just he was riding around in what looked like a golf cart or something.
Oh Jesus.
And at one point they were both singing with the song, the Bee Gees, How Deep Is Your Love by the Bee Gees. So that was the thing. The Rock just didn't seem like he wanted to be there at all.
Good.
I'm sure he did.
Because it's James Corden. He's awful.
James Gunn.
Corden gets a bad rep. I think he's alright. He's almost.
Apparently he's a total prick.
I have heard that.
I believe that. I can believe that.
Yeah.
And he's
Anyway. He can't be. He's someone of us. Gavin and Stacey were okay.
Was that him? Did he write that?
He wrote it and in it. Can't speak. He wrote and was in it.
I know he's in it, but
Yeah.
there's a lot of decent people in it. Rob Brydon was in it.
That's true.
He's funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Never actually watched it though. I should.
Oh, you should have. It's worth a watch.
All right, Survivor Series. Let's do the Dwayne Johnson Battle Royal.
So do we
This
know who's in
includes-
it?
What's that?
Oh, cool.
He's
Do we know
no-
who's in it?
We do know who's in it, and The Rock isn't in it.
That's a shame.
But according to WWE.com, 25 of today's brightest superstars from Raw and SmackDown will battle it out. So,
Right.
when you think of the brightest superstars of the day, just keep that in mind when I read out this list of names for you. The brightest stars in professional wrestling today.
Who may be fired
AJ
next
Styles.
week.
Yeah, right. Who's going to make it till the end of the year? AJ Styles, fairly bright star. I think we'd all agree.
Yeah.
Angel, no surname.
Who's he?
Angel Garza Formerly,
Oh, right, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
just Angel.
Yeah, they got rid
The
of the
lack of
last name.
shared name threw me.
His last name got part of the budget cuts there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Or was it released?
No.
Yeah.
Shared name released.
They're saving printer ink, not having to write out his surname.
Yeah.
So yeah, Angel, he's in there. Angelo Dawkins, going in alphabetical order here. Apollo Crews, Bright Star there, yeah. Cedric Alexander, Cesaro, Chad Gable, Commander Aziz, Dolph Ziggler, Drew Gulak. I mean, these are some bright stars right now. I'm blinded by how bright the stars are. Eric, Umberto, also no surname, lost in budget cut. Ivar, Jinder Mahal, Mansoor, Montez Ford, Omos, Otis R-Truth, Ricochet, Robert Roode, Sami Zayn, Shanky.
God.
Shanky also doesn't have a surname, but is a bright star, I think it is.
Yeah.
Shelton Benjamin, and of course the brightest star of them all, T-Bar.
Oh, yeah.
T-Bar,
T-Bar.
the favourite, I think.
T-Bag.
Yeah.
So 25 of the brightest stars I just listed there.
Yeah.
Well, of course. Yeah.
God. Let's see here. I'm gonna go.
25 anyone be found backstage after the release.
The 25 guys were still on the roster and weren't booked elsewhere. Drew Gulak. I didn't even know he was still employed.
Right?
That was
He-
Pat McAfee pretty much said the same thing the other day on SmackDown. He was involved in some kind of backstage segment, and I'm not even sure what it was even about, but when they cut back to him, to Cole and McAfee, he went, "Is that Drew Gulak?"
Oh God. I'm gonna go with Ricochet. I'm gonna go with him. Fuck it.
Go with Ricochet.
Well, I'm gonna change that actually. I'm sorry, Cesaro. Cesaro.
Cesaro. He wasn't going to play the Giant Battle Royal.
Yeah, he can't have two statues.
Is there really a rock statue? Are you playing?
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
We've made that up, but there should be.
Budget cuts.
Right.
Should be a statue of the Rock. At least a cardboard cutout. I'm gonna go for Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. He's out of left field. Okay.
Well, the whole match is out of left field, to be honest with you.
There's not many winners involved here, are there? I think the biggest name in there is AJ.
Yeah.
And for that
Or
reason,
Sami.
I'm going to predict that Omos wins. Because how do you eliminate a man that size?
They do the everybody gangs up on the tall boy and dumps him out
And
on
he
the outside.
roars and they all fall over.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that. But when you least expect it, they all gang up on him and push him over the top rope.
Or Cesaro pushes him out to show how strong he is. Pound for pound, possibly the strongest superstar in WWE.
That's right.
Well, the next time you see him, he's on Raw crying.
Really? Has he been crying lately?
Oh, no, I'm sure. I thought it was on a picture.
Oh,
Why?
yeah. You did cry a lot, that's true. Okay. Almost Cesaro, Zayn. It's good. Hopefully Beans pick someone different too. It's always more fun that way.
Wait, who'd you pick? I'm sorry. And
Almost, the Giant.
you picked an Omos, and we'll pick who?
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Right?
Okay. I mean, he's pretty much on the way out, I would assume. But sure, let's give him a battle royal win.
Right, Survivor Series tag team matches here. Let's start with the women's match 5-on-5 Team Raw is Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, and then it goes off a cliff. Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Queen Zelina. That's an okay team. Team SmackDown is Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi, also no surname, Natalya, and Toni Storm.
Natalya, who just came off of a 500th career win.
Is that right?
That's
She
something
has
like
been
that.
around a while.
Yeah.
That's extra crazy considering how often she loses. I'm guessing she's not like a 50% win rate there.
When I was at the event a couple weeks ago, the guy next to me was, I didn't know him, but he was sort of struck up conversation as you do, and he was mighty impressed with the size of Natalya's breasts.
They are impressive.
They are, yeah. When you see them in person, it's wow.
Yeah. Was Dana Brooke on the show? Because I always imagine they would be.
No, she wouldn't. No. But you're right. She's got quite impressive breasts as well.
I never thought we would end up being this kind of show.
There's nothing wrong with.
No, I'm not disappointed. I'm guessing Smook's a little disappointed in us, but.
Oh, okay, all right.
We're not being offensive or explicit in any way. We're just commending a lady's breasts.
I can get you cancelled these days. Be careful.
Yeah, that's true. I hadn't even noticed. I didn't even know she had them.
Yeah.
My mind is above such matters. So yeah, women's match: Bianca, Rhea, Liv, Carmella, Zelina versus Sasha, Shayna, Shotzi, Natalya, Tony. Not Tony Khan, although he deserves credit for
He does.
strengthening these.
Is he paying any of these women?
Yeah, is he paying any of them? Good point.
Not officially.
I think we need to find out. Does anyone really care?
I'm even sure the women in the match care. That
Let's go Team SmackDown because reasons.
Sasha.
I was kind of Wait, who's in the match again? I'm sorry. Let me look here on the cheat sheet. Bianca, Rhea. God.
How many of these women were on the opposite show before the draft?
I was just going to say that. You got Bianca, who was on like SmackDown last week.
Carmella was on SmackDown. I think Zelina was on SmackDown.
Well,
Liv Morgan was on SmackDown, wasn't she? She was feuding with Carmella on SmackDown.
she was, you're right, yeah.
So only Rhea was from Team Raw. And then Sasha was on SmackDown. Shayna was on Raw. Shotzi, I think, was called up to SmackDown. Natalya, I don't remember.
I think she was SmackDown.
She was SmackDown. And Tony
Tony
was
Storm,
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Yeah, I'm gonna go SmackDown as well. Fuck it. I'm with Will. Does it really matter?
If no one cares was a real answer, I would go with that as well.
It is.
But
It is. It's always.
no,
an
I'll go with
option.
Team Raw. I'll go with Team Raw because I've tossed a coin and that's the way it went.
Okay.
And Bianca's Bianca. She's good. Men's Survivor Series, I think it's going to be much the same deal here. Seth Rollins, he was on SmackDown. He's now captain of Team Raw. Finn
Yeah.
Balor, where was he? He was in NXT.
He was SmackDown though when he come back.
Yeah, okay, so he was SmackDown. Kevin Owens,
SmackDown.
he was SmackDown. Bobby Lashley was definitely Raw.
Yeah.
Austin Theory was only just called back up, wasn't he?
Austin Theory was Raw, then disappeared for a bit, and now he's Raw again.
Yeah.
Did
Did he come back before the draft?
No.
So he kind of called back up before the draft.
Yeah.
So we've got one Raw guy, one team
Yeah.
Raw. Again. Awesome.
Oh, SmackDown, you've got
Team
McIntyre.
SmackDown, Drew McIntyre, he was on Raw.
Yeah.
So he jumped. Jeff Hardy, he was also on Raw.
Yeah.
King Xavier Woods, he was SmackDown. Corbin was SmackDown, and Sheamus was Raw, I think.
He was King Woods was Raw, wasn't
Who, Sheamus?
he? New Day were Raw.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Because they reunited with Big E, didn't he, when he won the title?
That's right, they jumped, they switched, didn't they?
2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, Woods, and Sheamus were all on Raw. So 4 men on each team were just on the other show.
And we're supposed to care about this? Just brand supremacy, malarkey.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm gonna go with Drew McIntyre's team SmackDown on this one.
Jeez. Gosh. I'm just looking here. I'm just like, ugh. Yeah, I think you're right. I gotta go with you. Team SmackDown on the
We're
men's
going with
side.
SmackDown for both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Yeah, I'm going SmackDown because I like the colour blue. That's literally.
That's it. Look like. All right.
Well, very good name, man. Come on.
Yeah, right. SmackDown has Sheamus though. He's a Liverpool fan. So that makes sense.
That's true.
Okay, so we've got 4 champion versus champions matches now to round off the show. Let's start with the least important, the mid-card title, which is United States champion Damian Priest. That's the Raw guy, and the SmackDown guy is IC champion Shinsuke Nakamura with Rick Boogs.
Ooh. Just chill like that.
Yeah. Damian Priest is still undefeated, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, well, that's where I'm going then.
Yeah.
What's that, Carol?
Yeah, I'll go with Priest as well. He seems to be the slightly more favourable. I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck is... What has Nakamura done lately besides have Rick Boogs?
He stole the King's Crown from Happy Corbin, didn't he?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
Not that
Damian
recently,
Priest.
no.
About 6 months ago.
Yeah, but that storyline carried on for the subsequent 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm picking Damian Priest.
Excuse me.
Was that Priest?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's right.
Liz will pick him?
Damian Priest all round.
Okay.
Has to be. It's not the time to beat him. Tag titles: RK Bro from Raw and the Usos from SmackDown.
This could be interesting actually, because I don't really want to give the Usos a loss. But I suppose someone's got to lose, haven't they? So.
Could be some kind of draw, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go with the drunks.
But then, if it's a draw, how will we find out who the best of the best is?
Flip a coin.
No, you're right. It would be so disappointing if we didn't get a clean result here.
Yeah, I'm going with the drunks.
I've got Arcade Bro, for what it's worth.
Arcade Bro? Yeah. And Will?
Anyone else?
I'll go with those.
Usos. And Smoot, what were you? Arcade Bro?
No, Uso drunk, sorry.
Too so drunk.
Alright. Uso drunks. Okay. This is, of all of the difficult decisions we've had to make so far, this could be the most. Becky Lynch, Raw Women's Champion. Charlotte Flair, SmackDown Women's Champion. I can't imagine either of them losing here. This one actually could be some kind of no contest.
This could actually be quite an interesting match, in all fairness. But everything else is going to be fairly tiresome. But this could be decent considering apparently the real life beef that's been going on. I'm gonna go Becky.
Ooh.
Big time Becky.
Oh man. I do think this could possibly end in a no contest, really.
No. Yeah. Or could it be some kind of screw job finish? It is Survivor Series. Do we see Charlotte Flair looking in the figure eight and then someone calling for the bell? Have little Nate come down and call for the bell?
Well, that'd be great, actually. I think I gotta go with Big Match Charlotte.
Wow. I'll go with Becky, only because she's come back recently and I feel like she still needs to be kept strong. But some kind of screwy finish would not surprise me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked at that.
Then that just leaves us with the world champions. And I think I know what we're all going to go with here. Big E is the WWE champion on Raw. Roman Reigns is the Universal Champion from SmackDown.
Oh, okay. So you're waiting for me here.
Waiting for anyone. I'm going with Roman Reigns. Just to shock you all.
That's not
But
bad. Big E versus Reigns.
Yeah, it's gotta be Big E, isn't it? No.
What?
What? Who won?
It's got to be Big E.
No, that's the
No,
way in way.
the other one.
No,
Big
the other
R.
one. Big R. Big dog. Big leaky dog.
Big E Shirley, no. Big dog. Big leaky dog. Big leaky dog. There you go.
Shit.
Knock everything over. Great.
Well, now he's covered. Whatever happens, Will's got
I am.
the winning.
It's gotta be the tribal
Here we
leaky. Ooh, recognized Samoan
Head of the table. You
head
have
of the table.
At the table.
Have you got Big Dog yet?
Big doggin'
Big Dog.
Turkey Hagen.
Big Hoggin.
Big Hagen, Turkey Hagen. Hold on 1 second. I gotta see what I got. I can't see it at the moment. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Big Dog and Turkey Hagen. Hyundai sponsoring Roman Reigns. There you go. It's incredibly tiny. Yeah, it has to be Reigns, I feel. I'm with Chucks on that. I don't know what Will was thinking about. Like, oh yeah, it's Big E, surely.
That didn't mean to say Big E, I meant to say Roman.
Oh, okay. Big Licky Dog, Big R.
Big R.
There you go.
Big Dog, Big E, Big R. Big Dave, Big Show.
Big Dave. Alright, well there you go. Those are the predictions.
That leads straight into the biggest story of the week.
Big
Cass.
Big Cass.
Oh my
Big
God.
Cass, his contract with Impact has expired, so he is now a free agent.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's all elite.
Big Cass could be all
Big
elite.
ass is all elite.
Big Cass.
Maybe he'll turn up in the Dwayne Johnson Memorial Battle Royal.
Maybe? He could be The
I don't
Rock.
know.
What?
Do you think The Rock shows up at any point in this?
No.
No, I don't think so.
What, I don't get what the Battle Royale... Are they really calling it The Rock? Like...
They're not actually calling it like The Rock's Battle Royal, but they are saying that it's a 25-man Battle Royal because of the 25th anniversary. So I'll read it exactly. So, where is it? Here's the page. 25-man dual brand Battle Royal. The battle for brand supremacy just got the bigger. That's not how you say that. The battle for brand supremacy just got the bigger in the form of a 25-man dual-branded battle royal, commemorating 25 years since The Rock's historic WWE debut at Survivor Series 96, blah blah blah. So it is in commemoration of The Rock.
Alright.
But it's not like, he's not going to be there to raise the hand of the winner, or there's no rock-shaped trophy.
There should be.
Might be.
Yeah, it might be like a
Maybe that's what
Showtime
they're
thing.
cost.
Yeah. Maybe.
It's like when they announced this like last night on SmackDown. And it's like they've been promoting The Rock. I think they've been showing clips of, them. I think they're using the hashtag Rock25 and basically showing clips of The Rock over the last 25 years. I think there's a section on the network for hyping The Rock's 25 years. That's almost as if someone just realised last night we've been doing all these promotions for The Rock and he's not on the show. Let's do something with The Rock's name in it. So this match was born. I don't see like most of the matches on this, I don't see the point of why it's happening. But nevertheless it is. Okay.
Sorry, I'm catching up on something. Sorry. Yeah, I was just... Okay, yeah. You're right. I just saw the spelling thing here. Sorry. Yeah, this pay-per-view sucks. This pay-per-view just sucks. I'm sorry. Just got the bigger. Yeah, there it is here. That's not how you say that. Who's the... Oh, sorry, that's the wrong... Sorry, I'm on the dirt sheet known as Wikipedia. There we go.
Yeah.
Battle for Brand Supremacy just got the bigger.
It did.
Who wrote this?
Oh,
Steve Burrell. You're fired.
Burrell.
You're fired. Get out of here. You're fired. Pack up your shit. You're not going to the new headquarters in Stamford. Anything else? Sorry. I'm just a little frazzled here. Sorry. Anything else? Let me get rid of the music. Those are the... There you see it. There's the predictions. There we go. Oh, there's the Chrome window. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why this is happening.
Well, it's the Thanksgiving pay-per-view, you know. Gotta send the people home stuffed and happy, I guess.
Apparently, Randy Orton's just tweeted, or early on today it was.
What's he said this time?
No, it's just nothing bad. It's someone's made him aware of his stats and numbers and what have you throughout his career. Apparently tomorrow at Survivor Series, I'll set a new record for the most pay-per-view matches by anyone in WWE history.
Well, we were talking about that. They've stolen that stat from us. We did that game. We're like only last month.
Yeah.
The top 10 most pay-per-views.
He also says the following night on Raw, coincidentally, if I have a match, I'll have had more matches on Raw than anyone else in history. It's kind of crazy.
He is right, though. He is tied at the moment with Kane, 176 pay-per-view matches each.
That's right, we did the thing, didn't we?
Yeah.
We've done that game.
And now Kofi Kingston is on the chart as well. He's tied 10th with Shawn Michaels since we did that.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have been around long enough, but I suppose it's as well, you know, that period not so long ago where they were doing a pay-per-view every third Tuesday. So,
Yeah,
obviously
until recent
more
guys.
shows.
Monthly pay-per-views.
Yeah, let me send the thing to Beans. There we go. It's taking a little bit to send. There we are. Okay. Anything else? Yep, there it is. I just heard the phone noise. There we go.
Well, you.
Anything else?
Well, I don't think there's any news about really, apart from we've covered the releases.
Yeah.
No doubt we'll be doing this again in a couple of weeks.
Oh no.
Just checking the news. No, there's not much about it at the minute. We did get another look at 2K22. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, yeah.
I've not.
It actually, I mean, I know it's a trailer and you've got to take it with a pinch of salt and stuff, but you know, it gives you a little bit more hope that actually might be doing this one well. They did like basically the sale is going to be a full reveal in January again. But they released like 10 sort of bits of the game that people were interested in, and the GM mode's back. They've announced that, which is a lot of people are happy about. And a couple of other things, and it just looks a lot better the way they're showing a little bit of gameplay. And it just seems like the delay might have actually done them a bit of good.
That's
So hopefully.
promising, but I won't get my hopes up.
Well, no, that's it. I think a lot of people said the same. It looks promising, but
When's it
we've
supposed
been
to be out?
able. It's March, but around WrestleMania time, they said. So they've got a little while to go. And there's going to be more news, more information released in January. They said. This news came out of nowhere. This wasn't actually a bad thing. They just said, apparently said they couldn't hold it in or something or whatever. But there's a clip of Goldberg's entrance, and they've said they basically rebuilt the whole engine, and it actually looks really good, and the pyro and everything looks pretty much spot on. And they're showing a clip of Edge's entrance, and the hair looks better. The hair's always been a big thing, isn't it?
Oh
WWE
yeah, it always
game.
looks bad.
Yeah.
Here is a tweet that might age like milk. I'll bring that one up.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh dear. That's because you still got your last name in your Twitter bio and handle, pal.
Yeah.
So in July, formerly Angel Garza, was pretty confident he was going to be in 2022, but the way things are going.
Well, someone did point out, I watched another video of one of the super fans, if you like.
All pants are removable.
Just want to point that out. That seems a little poor taste.
Someone pointed out that in the trailer there wasn't many. Sorry, start the sentence again to make sense. In the trailer, there was a lot of people who were already with the company or they haven't been released. So we don't really know if anyone who's being released is still in the game. Because you gotta think, even now, I mean, they've got to be sort of finalising the roster at some point. So you gotta think there's going to be some released people in there. Just down to time, really. They can't take everyone out. So it'll be interesting to see who's actually left in the game. But yeah, check out the trailer if you can. It's as you say, it's promising, but take a bit of pinch of salt for now.
Yeah, I was thinking just the other day that it's been a long time since I played a wrestling game, and wouldn't mind doing that whole create a wrestler thing again.
That was one of the bits they show. Actually, if you look at the trailer, they show a little clip of the create a wrestler screens. Apparently, they've redone they show a clip of they've rejigged the controls about as well. Apparently, they're a lot easier. So yeah, so far so good, but remains to be seen how it actually plays.
Alright.
Yeah, all good.
We'll see how it turns out whenever it comes out. It could be a mess like GTA, where everything's just AI upscaled, you know?
Yeah.
I say what we mentioned before we came on here, but the video games don't seem to be having very good PR lately. Everything GTA was. I mean, I've just been reading now. So Rockstar have actually apologised for the GTA.
Because they did a shit job with it.
Yeah. Apparently, people aren't happy with Battlefield either. That's getting a lot of bad press. I haven't seen much about the new Call of Duty, so I don't know how that's going down. But yeah, there's quite a few games I've seen lately. I can't remember what the game was. There was something else that came out recently that you just say it's blatantly unfinished. And you're like, well, how did this get out?
Mm.
But
Because they have to meet a deadline.
well,
That's all video
Yeah,
games
before
are now,
Christmas
is just
or whatever.
meeting deadlines. There's no quality assurance. They just fucking get it to
we'll just patch it.
yeah,
We'll patch it in 2 weeks.
right.
yeah.
Get it into a working playable state and then just push it out and patch it.
Yeah.
Anything else? I think that's it.
I think that's it for me.
Alrighty. Well, I will be back next week with the results of Survivor Series, and if I can remember to watch it, I'll probably tune in for a little bit. But if there's really just dumb shit on the show, I'm just gonna turn it off. Like, no joke. So yeah, that'll be it. We'll see you next time. Have a great one. Hopefully Beans will join us. And until then, have a great weekend, everybody. Good night.